This is that point where a doctor will tell you, we did our possible best, but still the patient was lost. Guardiola has done his possible best. He has done everything humanly possible to bring back this team to winning ways. Look at the names that we are missing in today's matches. I know injuries are not an excuse. We have seen coaches play with injury problems. Mourinho does that, Ancelotti does that, even Hansi Flick of Barcelona did that earlier this season. So injuries is not even an excuse. But you can actually see the names that were missing. Diaz was missing, Stones was missing, Grealish was missing, who again was missing? Even Ake had to leave this match with an injury problem, piling up the injury list for Manchester City. And Guardiola has been crying, bring back my players, trying to make it look as if he can no longer perform well without his key players. Like it's just confusing right now. What else can Guardiola do? Right now, Guardiola is not the problem. The players are not even the problem. Was he going to score that goal for Erling Haaland? In the match that mattered the most, Erling Haaland could not convert from the spot. I know he had his shot on target, but Erling Haaland scores penalty for fun. Since he got to this Manchester City team, I'm not sure he has missed more than 2 penalties. Erling Haaland has been burying his penalties into the net. Why today of all days? That's to tell you that this thing is it's no longer the coach's problem, no longer the player's problem, not even Rodri or the Ballon d'Or problem. This is beyond the physical. It is just it's that point where a club experiences a downtime, no matter how well they play. Like there is this season where a club will play so well, but then they will end up not even winning the trophy. Sometimes they will end up in a position where they least expected. You will see upsets from smaller teams. Was Everton supposed to grab a point against Manchester City today? They were not supposed to. Manchester City needed this point more than Everton. It looks as if their spirit is completely dead. It looks as if that hunger for winning is no longer there. That hunger for winning, it is no longer there. Like when they consider that goal, I saw their faces. Right now, Manchester City lack that winning spirit. They don't have it anymore. They don't have that spirit that when they come against you with that spirit, you will have no option than to fumble. Manchester City must grab a win in that match. Even when you score them first, you just know that you just touched the tail of a tiger. But right now, sit back for Manchester City and they are toothless. Just look at what did they actually play going forward. They played nothing in that attacking half. They play. All Manchester City does right now is just to push you guys to your defensive half. Stay there and knock the ball around. They're not even tiring their players out anymore, because when a team is sitting back defensively, it is very difficult to tire them out because they are relaxed. They are no longer running around so much. You tire a team out when they come out to play. But when teams doesn't come out to play against you, you cannot tire them out. In fact, at that moment, you are doing more work mentally, because you'll be finding spaces, to create chances. You'll be finding spaces to shoot shots. Any shot you shoot, it will either bounce back or be deflected. Then if you're lucky enough, it will be deflected into the post. So Manchester City are being given the task of thinking so much, trying to create spaces. And right now it looks like their creativity is no longer there. Their creativity is just below par. They can no longer create. Even one of their most creative players is now on the bench, De Bruyne. He had to come in the second half. So right now, I really don't know the problem of Manchester City. I don't know. Guardiola cannot say it's injury problems, because the quality of Manchester City players is still better than that of Everton. Even with the injury crisis, it is still better. Is it lack of fitness, or is it tiredness? Is it lack of fitness or tiredness, or not wanting to win anymore? Even when you're tired of success, you don't just lose this way. You don't start dropping off this way. It is actually too much. Seriously, if this were to be Manchester United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Guardiola must have been sacked by now.